Hello everyone, I'm Eva.
I'm David, and this is the Infosec stream. This week is a bit special because it's going to be shorter, at least for the streaming perspective, and we are also going to mostly deal with just hardware and more red team type of topics. Can you check on the audio if everything is hunky-dory? Based on the mixer, it should. I just like to double check it. And today, instead of doing the blue team topic and continue with the stolen Szechuan sauce case, I planned some additional tests and exercises with the Wi-Fi Pineapples. I also checked what we have in TryHackMe, so I think it's a good good warm-up that we can do. There's one single channel or room rather that they have on Wi-Fi testing, but I think last time we didn't really cover any of the basics and kind of assume that everyone understands when we talk about the technical terms. So I think it would be nice to go back and like I said, it's a nice warm-up. Plus I need my TryHackMe streak for today as well, so I need to complete at least one question, and it's a small room, so we're probably going to be done with that fast. And then I will turn back on everything because I watched the Darren Kitchen's tutorials for the Wi-Fi Pineapple, and now I understand better how we were supposed to run the attacks. It wasn't completely wrong what we did in the previous team, and we mostly spend our time just configuring and setting up things. But I now understand how you're supposed to run a campaign, how you can configure the device, and especially the reconnaissance part. It involves a lot of hovering and clicking that is not obvious at first on the interface, but once you know how you need to do it, it's actually pretty cool. So we're going to go through that, test out an attack, and my goal is to do the entire attack plus crack the password. I might need the for the access point, just like we did it with the case of Ponagochi and the Pie Sniffler. So I have also on the desk the test access point. It's going to be the idea for today's stream. And then on Wednesday, for sure, we're going to do the red team one. So then there's no change in the schedule for that one. And that's going to be still some TryHackMe related, Active Directory related rooms. Yesterday, we finally gloriously finished the Throwback Me, the Throwback Me lab. And after we rated Alhazred's stream, and he immediately recommended Holo, but he's not gonna trick me because I saw the last stream he did on Holo and he had some issues with the last step. But he said that it's a good continuation, and I think the way they planned is that one is a bit more advanced, so could be interesting. I'm not sure we're going to start Holo because definitely won't be able to finish it, but there were links in the Throwback Lab to other rooms. There's a curb roasting one that I would like to go back because they do also ASAP roasting, and I think that's also an interesting technique, kind of similar to curb roasting, but different step of the curb roast authentication is exploited. And there's an attractive directory one that is also interesting. So we're probably going to play with those. Again, try out some additional tools. ThrowHackMe, we're not going to be able to go back, although I haven't checked it today, but I think my lab access just expired today. So that's the plan, and we might have bonus streams on Tuesday or on Thursday. We don't know exactly yet, depending on how time allows us to do it. So just stay tuned, and if we already have an idea when we're going to do it, then it's going to be in the stream schedule on Twitch. You're going to see the go live notification. If we do it, it's going to be again around this time or maybe later in the evening. So those ones are bonus, and there's going to be the video recording of afterwards, so in case you cannot make it, you can still watch that one later. And we're going on a longer on-site assessment, so we won't be able to stream during the evenings, or well, we probably could, but we're going to be exhausted most probably. So instead, we planned to do some reruns of previous streams that also already aged out, but I'm uploading them back into Twitch. And later I do want to properly edit those videos and put them on the YouTube channel instead. I think there's some limitation on upload quantities on Twitch, so I don't want to exceed any quotas or something like. I think I already managed it because I wasn't upload for a few hours. So eventually these are going to be edited properly and go on YouTube instead of Twitch. But whenever we have time, so I'm not making any promises on that. Okay, starting off with the usual things. I think we went on the stream schedule. I can also start off Stream Raiders in case we have some downtime. So Stream Raiders, for those of you who would like to join, are on the usual link, but I'm going to just quickly do that in the chat. In the chat you can see the link where you can join our battle, and yesterday we were not able to defeat these boss battles. I think we just couldn't defeat the last boss fight. So we'll see how we do today. In case you would like to join, there it is. So you can join to this battle. We have the next phase, and whenever we have some downtime, then I will drag this back one on, and then we can check it out. Oops, and I forgot to change here, sorry. So here you go. So Stream Raiders, my captain is already there in case you would like to play with us. And moving on from Stream Raiders to the news. I don't have much. I basically just picked up two topics from the Internet Storm Center podcast that I found interesting, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think what Johannes said on the stream was not for Windows Defender. So Windows Defender is but I do understand if either Johannes or I am confusing something here, because Microsoft keeps renaming these things, and I just cannot keep up with that. So I think Windows Defender is the free one. I think Microsoft Defender for Endpoint is the big software as a service endpoint protection solution that they have, and apparently they have now different plans as well. So very confusing. There's also 365 Defender. So you tell me which one it is, but I think these are the paid versions. And this one comes with additional features, and one very interesting one is that they have these block rules that you can enable, and one of them is there are pretty much all of them are super interesting, like block Win32 API calls from Office macros, advanced protection against ransomware, whatever that means, I'm not sure. Block process creation with PSExec and WMI commands. So these will break a lot of attack vectors, and one of them is also this one here, blocking access to the LSAS process to prevent credential stealing, meaning no more Mimikatz for you if Defender or for Endpoint is running on the host. And I think it's getting pretty common in large enterprise environments. Smaller shops will not be able to afford the commercial Windows Defender. We had the fortune to use it with one of our clients and interact with it, and I think it's just mind-blowingly great. So it's the fact that you can write these hunt queries with Custo, the threat intel that they have, they include Custo queries in there. So again, we're not affiliated with Microsoft or anything. I just find it very impressive that they have there, except when they do an alert on the local host because someone thought that that's a tool mark of Cobalt Strike, and then everyone freaks out on the internet and you get a mini heart attack.
It's not just like that. When you are receiving notifications, I don't know, it happened during the night. So people were waking up to those alerts.
Yeah, well, it depends. For us, it was middle of the day or something like that. But for US, it was middle of the night. Yeah. So, but I freaked out. You remember it?
I remember
I totally
it,
freaked out because something
I had mixed feelings.
This is Cobalt.
Because we saw too many.
Yeah, the first one I saw, it freaked me out because it was critical alert and it freaked me out much. And then they started coming in like
and
more
Twitter
of those
exploded
alerts. And Twitter
also,
exploded, and we were like, okay, false positive, nice. No, but even after the initial like triage that you do on the or we did at the alert was that. So sometimes there are some hiccups, just to spice up everyone's day, I guess. We just wanted to know if you have proper email alerting.
or we just want to check your 24/7.
yeah. It's for the 24/7 SOC testing. So but the Microsoft endpoint protection is getting pretty impressive, and I heard it from other security professionals, for example, penetration testers. I think Alhaz Red actually mentioned it on his stream that one is something that gives him a lot of grief and makes his life very difficult. So a great product. It does require quite some configuration to make it work.
And dedicated stuff.
Yeah, and I wasn't, when I used it, I wasn't 100% happy with the live response part. It was kind of hit and miss. So you started, you might had a console there, and it was slow and a bit flaky. I think that could have been improved, but on the detection side, top notch, really cool stuff. So, and this feature there and all these extra rules that you can enable, that's pretty impressive. So the other thing that, okay, some honking outside. I'm not sure if
it's rush hour because it's,
I'm not sure it got in the stream because we have some filters, so this was still below that. But people are honking and
those long ones.
So the other thing that I picked up was this summary blog post from Project Zero. It's fairly long, and you can check in the news. I think I did the configuration for Nightbot. Yep. So you have these two links there in the chat, and they kind of just summarized what they had in previous year in terms of issues, bugs, and statistics. And you can see here the breakdown for mobile devices. Total bugs obviously on iOS is very high. Android, Samsung, and Pixel, just a few. So yeah, just keep in mind that Project Zero runs inside Google, so the fact that maybe Google is not on top, and how they count the number of bugs found by them, or how intensively they're looking at it, is something that might be biased a little bit. I'm not saying they are biased, but just they are affiliated with Google. That's where their money comes from. That's where they get their salaries. So you see here the statistics, and I think they also have statistics on time to fix. I'm not sure if we have. Yeah, so there's this one here, this table, and fixed by day 19 is 90. Sorry, yeah, day 90. So this is their deadline, and I think they also have a grace period. I don't know, I think it's like 40 days or 45 days or something. Was just a few percent. So within 90 days, almost all the reported bugs were fixed for most vendors. I think something that kind of looks like an outlier is Oracle. Their development cycle is just slower than others, and that's why they need the grace period. And I know what this might be, because when you see these average values, those are always like you need to put it with take it with a grain of salt. I think this is because they probably schedule it with the quarterly updates that they release. So they don't do monthly, they do the quarterly updates, and it's probably because of that. So this is just their normal patch cycle. for 90-day plus is probably they just need like a couple extra days to fix it. Yeah, so like 100 ish, 110 ish. It's probably
Just because
because of their
in worst
release
case
cycle.
scenario, if it takes them 3 months to fix it and they just miss the publication of the patch, then next would be so it would be almost 6 months in a worst case scenario.
Yeah, so I think that's what we see here. So these are just two things that I found interesting on the news side. On the assembly side, I'm probably not gonna assemble it here, but I'm just going to show you that I have these nice pads. So on the 3D printing side today, we didn't have time to print anything. I still want to print the cases for the Ponagochi, but probably tomorrow I'll take some time on that, and for the Pi Snipper, because we do want to bring those devices with us. But if you remember back, we printed this during the weekend, and I bought today some plastic screws. Look, I found these ones. These are the size that was recommended by the project. So this is the Tie-Guard board, and I printed out this nice mesh top, which is not perfect, but it's good enough, and I'm happy with it. And I just checked it. So on the bottom part, I won't be able to, either if I push it through here, then the top will not be on top, so that's not the way to screw that one in. However, it's not necessary, because I figured that I think it will hold if I just push these in. And I decided to go with the plastic ones. So if I haven't installed all of them, but I think if I do, then this will stick there nicely, and it's going to be easy to take it apart in case I need it. So these plastic bolts, I'm not going to need them, I think, because this will hold in, oops, misaligned one of the little pieces. So this one holds together nicely. Oops, sorry. These were not the parts from the one that I put together. So if you want to do this case, there's some residue here, then I recommend finding this plastic screws there, and they will hold the top just enough to keep them in place. And then you can fancy this one up with some rubber bands. I might try with other bolts, maybe they fit a bit better, but this is just good enough for, just keeping it safe. So I put this one together quickly, because I wanted to show you that with 3D printing and some extra material, you can really put together these really nice things. And I just love the color of this one. So anyway, this is from the printer, which is not really from the printer, but it was already available. I just need to clean these ones up real quick. I wanted to show this because I think it's having these projects around is going to be pretty useful for the upcoming streams. And I do want to print cases for not just this board, but I have a couple. Yeah. Oh, there's one left. And there's a few Bus Pirate boards and other boards that we have around.
Thank you, Nudge,
thank you for the follow. So cleaning this one up for the tools that we would like to use today. I'm gonna bring back the Pineapple, and I think we're going to start off with the March 7 Pineapple today, because I still want to run the attack. I have the phone here. We're also going to use, let me just adjust the antennas for this one. I also want to configure this device up, which is a Wi-Fi adapter from Alpha. This is something that we like to use for engagements. The driver support is pretty good for this one already. And if time allows it, maybe it's going to be this stream or the next one, where we are going to test out a couple of tools that I saw in the Hacking 9 magazine. That was an issue on configuring rogue access points. I'm not sure if we're allowed to show you the magazine, so I'm not going to do that on the stream.
Yeah, because it's a paid one.
It's a paid magazine. Some of the issues are free and you can download them. I just don't know if this one on Wi-Fi, these ones on Wi-Fi testing are free or not. But they have a couple of very interesting tools listed out there, and I would like to try them out. So we can pick at least the tools and try them out here. But we'll see if time allows that. And as we mentioned, maybe before we dive into the details, the nitty-gritty details of Wi-Fi testing, we could probably go through the TryHackMe lab that I found, and wrong screen here, and just go through the basics. We can talk about the some of the terminology, and then probably it will be easier for everyone to understand who's not into Wi-Fi penetration testing or Wi-Fi technology, what all those weird terms mean for the interface of the Wi-Fi Pineapple. So the one that I found, and this is the only room actually that you can find. So if you look at the rooms, this is actually my room. So let's go to learning and search. Maybe that was the problem. Okay, let me just try to find like wireless. No, that's the only one. What about Wi-Fi? Yeah, so I think this is the only one that you can find. But maybe it's a free one, so everyone can follow along with us. There's probably nothing super advanced in this because it's an easy one. And I think it's only just 3 tasks, but we can go through some of them. And I reviewed this one before the stream. I think not everyone is completely correct in it, but we'll talk about that one. So Wi-Fi hacking 101. These terms, we haven't mentioned any of them in the stream when we previously worked with the Wi-Fi Pineapple, and I do apologize for that. I think some of these are probably terms that you've met in the past. Some of them might not be entirely clear, so I think it's a good idea to go through them. Right, SSID, that's pretty easy. That is the network name, stands for Service Set Identifier, and it's really just the tag for the Wi-Fi name. In the Wi-Fi packets, we can actually look into some of the Wi-Fi packets. You will see these appearing in management frames. In wireless, you have 3 different frames. You have management frames, control frames, and data frames. Data frames are the ones that you have filled with juicy data, and are usually for a Wi-Fi attack, the goal is to get to that data. If the network is using encryption, then our goal is to get either credentials or the key essentially to decrypt that traffic, and to be able to see what traffic is being passed on, or to be able to access the wireless network. The SSID is in a tag value. In management frames, you have different tag values. These will define like the speed of the network. They will define like transfer rates, the supported encryption types, things like that. And one of the tag values is the SSID. It's a 32-bit value, and you can put there anything you like, not just ASCII printable characters, but you can put there Unicode. So if you ever played around with this, you can put like emojis into SSID names, and you can have network names with like the poop emoji if you desire to put something like like that in your SSID name. So that's a totally valid setting. I wonder if the Wi-Fi Pineapple can do that. I do know that some of the devices that do wireless denial of service kind of thing, this I think last time we saw this random SSID attack. They sometimes do it with just emojis, like they just do random emojis for SSID names. It's more like an annoyance, but it's fun. ESSID, or Extended Service Set Identifier, is a technical term that we in reality don't really use because we just refer to the network with the SSID. SSID means that if you have, for example, in an enterprise environment, you will have more than one access point, and they're all connected to the same wired network, and they all broadcast the same, or usually the same SSID, the same Wi-Fi network name. This is also the case with airports or hotels or like big shopping centers. Citywide Wi-Fi also will have the same name. So together they will compose this larger area covered by the same wireless service, but it's provided by multiple access points, and that's the ESSID. But it's more like a term. It's more like a theoretical thing. We all understand the idea of having like a larger network with multiple access points, and we just refer to the network with the SSID name usually, not like that ESSID. That is the, I don't know, like in the city where we live, there is a citywide network, which I think it's free. You can just sign up and use it. Yeah. It's an open one. But you need to register, I think. I'm not sure. I only tried to use it on the tram, and it was a bit flaky. I'm not sure how they should have coverage on the tram on the public transportation, but I think everyone was on it and it was very, very slow. So I just switched to mobile because I saw everyone is usually on their phone. So BSSID is again just a fancy term for the physical address of the hardware. So that one is that one really has the format of the MAC address, and we just call it base service identifier, I think, is for the B part. It's the physical address of one radio interface. If you have multiple radio interfaces, like on this device here, which has 4 interfaces. The Pineapple has 3 out of the box, and then there's the adapter that you can attach. They all have their physical address. However, when you make a connection, you associate the device with the SSID. Physically, you're going to transmit and receive between radio interfaces, but on a higher logical level, we establish the connection with the Wi-Fi network. So I think it's an important distinction. But when we do a virus attack, we use one specific radio interface for the attack, and often we have to specify if we want to target, for example, a given access point. So just maybe you have in an enterprise environment, you might have a target where they have, let's say, 3 access points. They all broadcast the same, like corporate Wi-Fi is the SSID. But you just want to target one that you know is near the room. For example, you know the layout of the area, the local premise of that company that you're working with as a penetration tester with permission, of course, and you would like to target users that are probably from the IT department, and they're going to most probably be connected to the closest access point. So sometimes you might want to target the entire network and all the clients. Sometimes you might want to just target a specific access point. I think the Pineapple does not make any distinction for the evil twin attack on the filtering side. So you can either filter for clients or for an SSID that it's going to spoof. So that one cannot be targeted this way. Probably would be a good add-on. WPA2 pre-shared key. There's also WPA, which is going to be something that is using a different encryption method, the TKIP encryption. These are the type of networks that you have maybe in your home environment. Most probably you have something like this. You use a passphrase or a password. I recommend using a long passphrase. We'll talk about that why. And this is pre-shared because all the devices will use the same passphrase. Not the same key though. However, they will be allowed to with the same passphrase. You can always decrypt the traffic after the fact. But there are going to be separate keys for the communication, one-on-one communication between we call the clients as a station. That's another term that you might see or might hear in Wi-Fi. And
hello, Vinyoyano.
Oh, hi, Vinyoyano. And where was I? Yeah, so station is another name. An access point is one. Yeah, access points, I think it's just pretty much access point. But for some reason, we have to call clients as stations in Wi-Fi world. And then there's also the enterprise one. And yeah, for doing like group communication, there's a separate key. So what happens in pre-shared key networks is that you take the passphrase, you generate the pre-shared key from that passphrase, and then that pre-shared key will be used to have multiple keys derived. So there's going to be the pre-master key, and then that one is broken up into a temporal key, group key, and for example, if you do multicast, then you use the group key to encrypt it. So it's a bit more complex. It's not like directly you will use the passphrase and generate a key from it and use that one. It's a bit more complex. But essentially, if you have the passphrase, you can decrypt the traffic afterwards, and that's something that is pretty important to remember, because if you are in a restaurant, for example, and there is a passphrase, it's more like a sort of access control feature. Like if you walk into a restaurant and the Wi-Fi passphrase is under like the reception desk with big letters, because everyone would anyway always ask for the Wi-Fi password before asking for the menu in the restaurant.
Usually it's written on the menu.
It's also sometimes written on the menu, but if it's not, the first question is what is the Wi-Fi password, before the guests will even reply to the question, what would you like to have for drinks. They will say just the Wi-Fi password. We would like to have the Wi-Fi password as drinks. This is
but it was from a different era. That was from a time
yeah before mobile. Yeah. I thought that before having like such a fast mobile data connectivity. That
too.
We don't really go out in restaurants anymore. Well, we do it again. Well, between like what do you call like the tip of the wave, but in the valley of the wave. These are interesting times. But so it's more like an access control feature, so that people from the street cannot just connect to it. They have to walk in, get the password, and walk out, and then connect to it. But everyone sitting in the restaurant have that passphrase. So just be considerate about the fact that it's still kind of like a public, and this is actually brought into WPA. So we also have now the third version of the encryption, WPA3, which will have protections against brute forcing, and they also have an encrypted open network, which I know it sounds confusing, but basically they will do a key negotiation. And interesting, okay, at least for me, it's an interesting fact that the method that IEEE took for creating this mechanism, so that you have encryption, but just the devices are going to negotiate it automatically without any secret that you need to know it in advance, came from the S-addendum, which is the wireless mesh networking one, which nobody is using, but I think it's an awesome technology, maybe because I spent years from my life, because I was very committed to this technology, and I was at the time when I thought that this will win over mobile networks. Well, that's not the case. Mesh networks are still around, maybe just not in their original intended form, but wireless mesh networking is something that you can set up, and whenever someone says the A standard or the B standard or G standard or AC or AX standard. Now we need to refer with numbers and letters again.
Except when.
But that's the Wi-Fi Alliance's fault. So we have now 6 and 6A. And
okay, do you want to talk
7.
about...
But yeah, so yeah, thank you. Yeah, so EAP is the enterprise one. If you do a Wi-Fi assessment, probably you will hopefully you will encounter this one. Yeah. I mean, a lot of environments are still just using pre-shared key network. But
yeah, and do you recall that story that a friend of us told?
Yeah, that was the guest network, though. You wanna tell the story?
No, I think it was the corporate.
No.
The guest network.
Yeah, it was.
Sure.
Yeah, it was the guest network.
Because they also use PSK or back at the time, it was years ago.
Yeah. No. It was beginning of the pandemic.
Really? It's that recent?
It's with the person they fired and then...
Yes, it was a medium-sized company, so it wasn't a small shop, it was a medium-sized company, and they fired someone after a couple of days, so I don't know what you really have to do to be fired.
No, I do remember it. Can I tell that part, what the person did?
Not if that's too specific.
No, it's not too specific. So they hired him, so this was the company where they had a lot of Oracle administrators, and they were always hungry to hire more Oracle administrators. And so they hired this person who claimed to be a senior Oracle administrator. If you claim that you're a senior, that means you can go on site to a client and work on your own, pretty much without any additional help. Maybe you will ask help from another senior colleague to solve some very complex project. But normally you should be autonomous and be able to work on like typical projects. They sent this guy on site, and after one day, I think he brought down an Oracle cluster because he misconfigured something with a very important client. So that was strike one. And then strike two was they sent, after this, they took him off the project, sent it to a like more junior level project to another client. And he, instead of picking up the guest card, lurked into the client's premises and tried to like just be. So he was like, strange and weird and suspicious. So during the trial period, they said, "Yeah, okay, thank you, bye." So fired the guy. Yeah.
So they fired it, and it was around the beginning of the...
exactly the beginning. So before the pandemic broke.
It was when people were already sent home.
Yeah.
But this friend of ours, he prefers working from the office. And as everyone went home, he had the office for himself.
So they did rotations, and it was his turn to go to the office. Yeah.
But
I do remember the story because I do tell this during classes.
Okay.
As well. Yeah. So
I'm sorry that I'm not recalling it correctly because it happened 2 years ago.
No, I asked him if he can tell this story, and he said, yeah, it's fine, without names or any specifics, but yeah. So he went to the...
then please go on, because for me the details are fuzzy.
It was just that. Like, fresh. No, yeah, because I wanted to make sure that I can properly give it back. So he goes on his shift to go to the office in one Monday morning, and their office building was in a shared area with other companies there, and there was a lobby area with a waiting area. So they had like chairs there and the tables and very old magazines, like a waiting area. And this guy sits there with a laptop. So our friend was like, "Hi, what are you doing here?" Like, what do you say to a person that they fired not exactly on the best terms, and then they're just sitting there. And I think he became very defensive and said, like, it's a free country, I can sit here if I want to, but just outside of their offices, this person who just fired sits with a laptop. There's like, okay, bye. Went in, and then I think he grabbed HR first to check if they actually fired this person, because it was more of a rumor than an actual fact. And then They confirmed, yes, this person shouldn't be around here anymore. And then he went to the Wi-Fi controller and checked all the connected devices. And luckily on the corporate network, they didn't find any unaccounted MAC addresses, because this was right at the beginning of the pandemic. So I think they had like five person in the office, and they were able to identify all the MAC addresses there. And then they found one MAC address connected to the guest network. So yeah, that was the guest network, which had a different passphrase than the corporate one. The other problem with pre-shared key networks is that if someone has, let me just get the volume a bit lower. So if someone has admin access on a box that has the Wi-Fi passphrase configured, you can reveal that passphrase for that network with local admin access using even just command line commands. So this can be done with NetSH on Windows, or you can just click around and reveal the passphrase. Same goes for Mac, same goes for Linux, because usually it's in the like WPA supplicant or similar kind of configuration file. So like I said, this is an access control, but once people have the right access to the passphrase, then everyone can see what's on the network, so they can decrypt it after the fact. And that's really the issue with this. It's great for a home network, not enterprise grade one, and I think they did it very well, the naming convention. So this is actually WPA EAP, yeah. So it's enterprise. It's going to use EAP, which is encapsulated authentication protocol, or encapsulation authentication protocol, or something like that. I can't remember.
You're not.
Oh, what's happening? And by the way, yeah, happy Valentine's.
Oh, happy Valentine's.
Extensible authentication, sorry, yeah. So extensible authentication protocol, it's more of like a wrapper protocol that you have, and it is responsible to establish like what kind of authentication, how you want to perform. Very often it's going to be inside an encrypted tunnel. So first they are going to establish a tunnel, and then you need to somehow authenticate to yourself. So this will just replace the authentication part. The encryption mechanism and the handshake and all of that is still going to be based on the same method that you have in a pre-shared key network. So the exchange of like nonce values during the handshake and all that, to make sure that it's a temporary key that you use for the communication. It's always fresh, so it's a different key, not the same key like over and over again, because that will be a different kind of problem. So with enterprise, we have various authentication methods. I think TLS or PEEP is the two more common ones. EAP, TLS, and EAP. PEEP is really just a Microsoft version of TLS, so they kind of the same thing. I think they have some extra steps in the authentication, but essentially there's a certificate for the access point that it will show to the client, and the client has to supposed to verify the certificate. If it doesn't, and just accepts it, like we saw it in the previous stream, I was just accepting the test certificate for the Pineapple, then they will just continue the authentication. And then EAP will also define what should go inside that encrypted channel, or they can just, so there's also the like plain text authentication, so you don't have to do it encrypted, you can just do plain text right off the bat immediately. That's a bad idea, because you don't have encryption. So if you do like plain text authentication, then we'll see the password. I haven't seen any network being misconfigured that poorly, but often it's the validation for the client side is not there. That's the issue. And if and in case of a mobile phone, I think with mobile device management, you can probably disable devices like accepting not trusted certifications, but Often this is forgotten. Also on like laptops, regardless, I think the OS version, you can do that. But it's just something that usually people forget to do. There's no validation. The perfect way, oh, I mixed it up, sorry. So not EAP-TLS, it's EAP-TTLS, and then PUP is the same. EAP-TLS, or EAP-TLS is when both sides are authenticated with the certificate. So TTLS and PEEP, which is the Microsoft version, are just encrypted tunnel. Authentication is only for the access point side. And then EAP-TLS is where you validate both sides. Yes, I'm sure it's like this. I just mixed it up, sorry. And within the encrypted tunnel, you can then do password-based or PIN-based. There's also a PIN-based authentication method, which is really just a simple PIN afterwards. Usually it's a passphrase. That's why you need to provide a username and a password. One example for a pretty big enterprise-wide wider network but enterprise type of wireless network is like eduroam. You've probably seen that one if you're in Europe, all across the place. You need to have the account to authenticate to the eduroam service, and then you can use their network. If you're a university student or a researcher, then you can get an eduroam account in Europe. And I think it might be even wider than just Europe, but I'm not sure about that one. So authentication is often done by a radius server, could be also a diameter server, but it's not very common, even though diameter has some better functionality. So that's the enterprise part. Then, yeah, so there's the four-way handshake. I don't know if we, there's also wired equivalent privacy, so WEP does not stand for wireless encryption protocol. This is the correct name. It's very well that they did it correctly here. That one is a very, very bad encryption protocol. And but looking at the name, even at the time, I think they kind of thought that, you know, it's not necessarily going to be I don't know what they had in mind, quite frankly.
Yeah, let's just see some questions. Oh.
You want to do the question part then? Did we talk about all the basic terms, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What type of attack on the encryption can you perform on WPA or 2 personal? So that will be brute force. Force, right? This is how you write it. Is it like 2 separate words or with
yes,
a dash?
that were 2. No, there were 2.
no, but how you I write it with a dash because that's what Grammarly tells me to do. There's my streak there. Awesome. Can the method be used to attack WPA2 EAP handshakes? Now, so maybe. I would say they probably look for nay. I would also accept yay here because for EAP, TTLS, and PEEP, it's a challenge-based one. We saw in the previous stream the challenge and the response. You remember that one? So hopefully everyone remembers, but we will try to mimic again the same attack later. And you can brute force the challenge response and crack it with hashcat. So, but I'm gonna say nay. They probably think that like capturing the handshake and perform the same kind of attack, and that is an nay. It's just the question is a bit like could be better worded. What 3-letter abbreviation is the technical term for a Wi-Fi code password passphrase? I think they think PSK, but this is incorrect. So the passphrase is not the same as the PSK. You derive the passphrase, the PSK from the passphrase, and it's using the the key derivation function version 2, maybe. So PSK derivation from passphrase or something like that. No. Oh, This one I visited at some. So this does not show us the algorithm, but like, give me a passphrase. Give me a very bad passphrase. Password 1, right? No, wait. We need a special character. Password 1 dot, right? And then SSID can be like, I don't know, test. Oh. It's the test network SSID. And this is your pre-shared key here. It's not the same as the passphrase. Do we have like a... What's so this is the, I'm not sure if this is visible, so let me try to bring this one here. Is this on the right position now? Yeah, I think it will be. Wait, I switch it OBS. So this is the algorithm here actually. So from the passphrase, and you mix together here the SSID. I believe this is the number of rounds. Is it stated somewhere? And then this is probably the length that we want to have for the key afterwards. And we use the public key. This is too small, right? The public key duration function 2. So that's how you get the PSK. And then not it's not directly go. Why is it not? Oh, it's reset already. Okay, sorry. So it's not the passphrase. What's the minimum length of WPA personal password? That will be 8. You can easily test this with a mobile phone. You try to connect to a network and start typing in something random. Try to do it with your own, preferably, not someone else's. And you have only 7 characters, then you cannot submit that passphrase because the minimum is 8 characters. All right. Using the ArcACNG suit, you can start attacking a Wi-Fi network. I think, do we eventually have to do some cracking here? Because then I'm just going to, yeah, I think they want us to download something. So I'm just going to start firing up my Kali box. Is it? Okay, it's starting up. Using the ArcACNG suit, we can start attacking a Wi-Fi network. This will walk you through attacking a network yourself, assuming you have monitor mode enabled network interface card. You're just getting out. Okay. So the ArcACNG suit has a bunch of tools. Probably, well, AirMontNG is a bit flaky these days. You can use it to put your interface into monitor mode. Certain cases, it might not work that well depending on your driver. AirReplayNG is to replay packets, so you can use it for like attacking WEP networks and do the replay attack, so you collect more initialization vectors. But it's not very common today. AirDumpNG is for sniffing, and then probably AirTownNG is also pretty useful if you have something like client isolation, which is not a very good security feature. With AirTownNG, you can easily bypass it. Basically, with client isolation, only clients and the access point can talk to each other. But in case of AirTownNG, you can talk to another client by creating packets and framing your packets that you're about to send out, so it looks like it's coming from the access point to the client that you want to talk to. And because there's no authentication or encryption on management and control frames, this is a very, very much working attack. So client isolation, yeah, it's not bad, but it's not a really good protection. Just like hidden SSID is nothing essentially, because hidden SSID is only for beacon frames, but in probe requests and probe response, the SSID value will be always there. Yeah, some of these are really just specific to attacks that are probably long gone. Airbees NG is also good for creating. I think Airbees NG is for creating like a soft AP. But very often you would just go, and there's also Aircrack NG, which apparently is not listed here.
Aircrack NG, first one.
Yeah, oh sorry, yeah, thank you that it's here. So to crack a passphrase, and then with Air Decloak NG you can decrypt packets. So that's why I said if you have a pre-shared key network and you have the passphrase or the pre-shared key, doesn't matter, then you can decrypt the traffic after the fact. Wireshark can do this, and Air Decloak NG can also do that. All right, so what else do we have here? How do you put the interface VLAN 0 into monitor mode with Aircrack NG tools, full command? Okay, they got me with this one entirely. The problem with Aircrack NG is I can never remember the order, and for me it would be always sort of the other way around. But it's Air Mon NG, and then I don't know if it's W. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to figure it out from the order from the dots. So it's either WLAN 0 Mon, but it doesn't.
No.
No, that would be with the aircraft tools. I'm pretty sure it's something like this. Okay, we might have to check this one out. I don't really do this. Why am I doing typos today?
Did I die?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm happy to do that.
I don't know exactly what to type yet, so we're going to verify it. Let's put this one into full screen so we have some real estate here. And I'm also going to try to do the thing that we had last time. Something like this. So Airmon NG. Run it as root. For the help? Seriously? Okay.
These are confidential stuff.
So yeah, okay, because it's start. Yeah. Start. And so I wanted to type WLAN 0 immediately because that's how we usually have Unix commands structured. Like you tell what you want to interact with and then what you want to do with it, but it's start WLAN 0 LAN 0 in that case. Well, I do have WLAN 0 here, so I'm not going to do that, I think. Or oh no, because it's a VM. But we are going to connect this adapter later because I do want to configure it. We just need to install the Aircrack drivers. I think maybe they changed it. Oh, so like this. But yeah, you need elevator privileges to do it. So it's with the start command. What are we doing here? Oh, the battle is ready, so we're going to do the massacre in the meantime. You sure you want to start without placing a spell? Oh yeah, I bought a spell recently, so no cancel. How can I oh, there's a spell. We're going to I don't know, curse these or something like that. Start a battle. I don't know what a curse does though, so okay, I think we can run this one in the background. I'm not even sure if this will be very, very successful eventually. No, we're doing well, so we might be able to defeat the creatures there. No, we're gonna get killed. Okay. We're gonna probably don't want to watch that part, but I don't know. We have a little chance there. Okay, we essentially managed to defeat them, so I don't know how that happened though. So going to move on to the next battle. Let's pick the easy things here. Oh, sorry. We tried that route. Let's try this route. So place your units. All right, so getting back to the commands, what is the interface name? Likely to be after you enable monitor mode. I think it's gonna be something like WLAN mon. But earlier versions might call it like mon0. So it really depends. And if you have predictable naming, interface naming, then yeah, that's gonna be yet another variation there. But it's usually the interface name will have mon afterwards. What do you do if other processes are currently trying to use that network adapter?
You can go back and check, no?
I just don't understand the question. Like, other processes are currently trying to use that network adapter. Oh, I think it's like the you can kill or you can do it. Maybe they asking for the check. Yeah. So I think it's probably the check.
Is it the right amount of?
Yeah, I'm just checking it. So that's 5. Or kill. That's the other one that I'm guessing. What? Wait, what was the... No, this should be the... But that's not the... Then it's mon0 or something like that? No, this is not what they're asking. I'm not sure what they want here.
Do you want to give a try with the check? Check
kill.
Oh,
okay. I did remember that it's check and kill, but it's not not either or, but a combination of those. So yeah, Airmon can first of all tell you what is using it. Usually it's network manager, and you have to kill it. And then with check kill, it will display what was blocking your interface and then kill those processes. So you can start the assessment. What tool from the AirCrackNG suite is used to create a capture? That would be arrow dump ng. What flag do you set the BSID to monitor? I think it's --b SSID. And set the channel, so that's just channel. These are all for AirDump NG, and we are going to use that one maybe later if time allows it for this stream. And how do you tell if how do you tell it to capture packets to a file? -w and then the file name, and this will capture into a file. Okay, let's see some cracking. Although I think today AirCrackNG is not really what we use. Instead, we just use Hashcat for this job as well. So we have here some of the tasks files. I'm just going to download this one to the desktop. I have a couple of files here that I prepared, and we need to get to the VM for these. What happened? Oh, wow, that's weird. So captures and oops, sorry. What is it? We have here. Well, this is a Kismet capture, but it doesn't really matter or what kind of capture you have as long as there is something in the file. Open the terminal here. I think I already had the terminal open, so yeah, maybe not. And I guess we just have to crack this one afterwards. The BSID to attack. So Yeah, aircrack NG suits are a bit annoying. They're not consistent with the the options, so that's just -B, although -B SSID might work. Specify a word list -W for that. How do you create HCC APX in order to use hashcat to crack the password? And it's only 2 characters. Now we did use this in a previous stream, but I kind of forgot what was the syntax for this one. I actually do want to bring up the notes for that stream. I just need to remember where I have the stuff. So hang on for a second. But we did use it with the Onagochi stream. So let's just find the notes for that stream, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that's good one. I'm just going to drop this one to the desktop. So I have some notes from the stream, and I'm still not sure what kind of 2-character thing they want, but this is the way to get a PCAP file. Maybe they want to do like, this is the output -E. Maybe they're asking for this one. I'm not sure. So this is a tool that takes PCAP file and it will identify the handshake there or handshakes and create a file that you can then feed into hashcat. So this was the method that we used to test the capture with the PySniffer and capture the handshake with Ponagochi. Oh, we have a new follower.
Jamtron for the follow.
Say Jamtron, yeah. Thank you for the follow. How's it going? Okay, I don't know. No, this is not the right answer. So what are they expecting? Or you can do this with Aircrack NG? I had no idea that you can produce this with Aircrack NG. We installed this other tool to do that. Apparently I'm ignorant. So can you see something like this, or should we try to? Oh wait.
-J.
I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Wait, but they're asking for, is it with this format or this one?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember.
I do.
Yes. Huh. Today I learned something. So it actually makes sense to do this room, because that means that what we did last time was absolutely unnecessary. So next time I'm just going to use Aircrack NG to do that. Awesome. Using the Rocky word list, crack the password in touch capture. What's the password? Where is password cracking likely to be faster, CPU or GPU? So yeah, there are services available online even to do this. If you ever consider doing this in the cloud, like on an AWS instance, I think you need to check this in advance with AWS, because they're not super happy if people are running these kind of things. And it's probably more against mining on their services. So if you tell them that, you know, we're a penetration tester company and we have to do this, then, and we want to use your services, then they're probably going to be okay with that. So yeah, let's do this cracking thing just to complete the whole lab. And I think I do need RockU. So RockU. These are rules for hashcat. I'm just going to make a copy of this here. G on zip, the RockU thingy. Oh yeah, because it's very large. And then air crack ng. Boom. What? Oh, because it's a cap file. I think it's like this. So there was only one handshake apparently in this file. Otherwise, aircrackng will ask you to select the one that you want to crack. For real skis? I hope it's in the very beginning of RockU. Otherwise, we'll have to spend some time. So yeah, this is the basics.
You can make it quicker if you only extract the words from RockU, which has fat lungs.
So I think by the time we count the number of stars, we're probably going to have it. So. Green eggs, sand ham. What?
Green eggs?
Sorry. Yes, yeah. Green eggs and ham. Yeah. But what is green eggs? Like actual green eggs?
Some UK thing, I don't know.
Wow, that was mean.
No, it's a UK platform, I mean.
No, but it's in RockU. Maybe green keys or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, this is the warm-up from TryAgMe before we dive back in again to the pineapple part.
No, I'm excited too.
Because this was boring. I think it was important to go through these
absolutely
we learned a feature that I was not aware of. For me, aircrackng is something that I long forgotten because it's slow. It's not like Hashcat that is super optimized, but yeah, you can still run the cracking. Probably for WEP, it's still something that will do it fast as possible. So I'm just wondering how we should start. I do want to get back probably to the pineapple and perform the attack, the actual pineapple attack in its entirety. Also interested in seeing, and yesterday I think last time rather, we did not check the enzyme. So I'm also going to fire up Greylog and the enzyme sensor that we have. And I tested a couple things with the enzyme sensor, not the detection for the Wi-Fi Pineapple. We need to log into the enzyme sensor just to check if the interfaces are brought up correctly, because it's still not, even though we configured everything, it's still not 100%. I'm not super happy with, and I need to find also the passphrase that we used when we configured this. So again, I'm going to grab my notes from the previous stream. This was PySniffer notes, so I'm going to put this and say enzyme notes or something like that. Enzyme_notes, and I'm going to rename the file in our repository as well. So we should have the Greylog interface here. Currently not reachable, so this is still starting up. And in the meantime, we need to find the Pi device here. So just try to figure out where this might be. So this is the Wi-Fi range in our lab, and then I think it was something like this, and then I need to be connected to that segment as well. Wouldn't hurt if my laptop would be connected to the lab Wi-Fi as well. Sorry, so we're just setting up things here. In the meantime, we have Greylog, and what was the username and password here? Oh, we still don't have Greylog. Come on, Greylog. do something.
Oh, it's here.
So admin was the username here and the password. So this looks good. What about our Pi device? Yeah, it's getting a DHCP address, so... Oh, no, it's not getting anything.
It's not?
I'm being stupid. So, there's another adapter, the same one. These are cool adapters for Raspberry Pis that came with the kit that I swapped to. It has a power switch. I forgot to flip the power switch.
I thought that you forgot to plug it in.
No, it's plugged in. I just forgot to. And this is the. I'm not sure if I showed. So we swapped from the Kismet case, and I do want to have another the sensor here. So actually we can do the overhead camera probably on this one. So we swapped to a Geek Pi case because this one. Adjust the camera a little bit. So this one here, we have so many antennas here now. I'm gonna put this one here. We can look at it. This one has an easy to remove top and a proper little fan here, which gets quite loud when it's really becoming hot there. Plus heatsink. So running enzyme and Kismet, even on these beefier Pis, I just need to put back the cables the way they were, is going to heat up the Pi quite significantly. And after like running it for an hour, it got way too hot to run it without the heatsink, even though there's a space for the heatsink in the Kismet case. I wanted to have active cooling because they got really, really hot, like burning hot. I touched it and it hurt.
Oh,
So,
that.
yeah, it became very, very hot. Well, we were running it without the heatsink, so that probably didn't help. Can you hear it now?
Oh,
Okay.
Sure can. Yeah.
So yeah,
I think that even the neighbors can hear it.
the fan can get a bit noisier, but all right. So apparently this is the right. Yeah, I will switch back in a second. I just want to clear my attempts here. So that's the actual Raspberry Pi here, and I just want to fire everything up so when we start messing around and turn on the Pineapple, we can actually check if we are able to detect the Pineapple with the enzyme, because that would be really the interesting part here. So I think I tried it correctly. Okay, awesome.
I think so, yeah.
Eva approves. What am I doing here?
Oh no, I'm just analyzing the out.
IV config. Okay, they're both in monitor mode. So we have system D apparently running everything properly, and we should have enzyme, and we should have Kismet. I think everything should be admin, but so we have SSIDs, no alerts, devices. Okay, everything seems to be up and running and hunky-dory. This is probably admin, hopefully. Yeah, some SSIDs here from nearby networks. So good, bandits. This is the one that I'm most interested in. So we should see when we plug in Pineapple as a bandit. And what was the device that was marked as mark 21 days ago? That's strange. I think it was, oh no, because it's also marking the author, the strike the author. So Leonard, the way he kind of explained this was that he's doing fingerprinting based on beacon and probe response frames, I think, to identify devices. So I'm going to plug in now this pineapple here, which with all the antenna really starts to look like a pineapple. And I'm just, for this initial boot, I want to see if it already sends out frames that Enzyme can pick up. I think it's something interesting and good to know if we can be detected. I'm going to close this one here so we get back the space that we need. Normally with Graylog, we can also look in the, this is just probably where we're not running the latest greatest version or something like that. We should also see the events coming in from the Enzyme. That's today, right?
Last 5 minutes, no?
Yeah, but I mean, this was like just recently, like a minute ago. No, it's in the same minute actually. So we turn it on here. So it looks good, right? You concur, doctor? So we have all up and running here, and Pineapple Enterprise. So this one is actually doing the SSID. So this is all the Pineapple related ones, but yeah. So just passively listening with the Pineapple and not doing anything is probably okay and not getting detected. Dashboard, system overview. Oh, the system overview. I think we need to run the active attack and then we might be able to see it. Okay, we'll get back to this. I will leave this one here. This one, I can close it, right? So doing the Pineapple attack thingy. I think this is the Pineapple interface, and it might take a little bit more time to boot this one up. Oh no, it's up. Do I have the credentials for this one? Yeah, I wonder which one is this. I need to label them. This is still something that I need to do. So it's either, wait, we have the SSID there that tells us. It's the one, okay. This is a different device that we had last time, but same Pineapple model. Oh, and I need to configure again the, yes, I know, the internet. So let's do the sharing again. Network sharing center, adapter settings, and we have now this new, well, that's not a new adapter, I already configured it, but previously I had the second Pineapple plugged in, and yeah, this is all incorrect now because it's not pointing to the right interface for the sharing. So let me stop this. I think you need to get out and get back in again, just like with most Windows related stuff. Otherwise it won't work properly. And this will of course reconfigure the interface on this adapter. So I also have to fix this. No, it didn't. I'm not sure that's gonna be, it's not gonna be play out well. Let me redo this again. Okay, unidentified network. That one I like. Let's do this one more time, folks. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna unplug and plug back again. So it's still unidentified network. I think as long as I, oh sorry, as long as I don't see the that 192 address, I'm not sure it will work properly. Oh no, that's great. Okay.
But I think if you click cancel, you will have it.
I do want to make sure that it works, and I think I need to.
Enable discipline.
You mean like this one? Yeah, that's a good idea. It will probably help. I just don't know if the sharing will work, but yeah, now it says enabled, not unidentified network. And do we have network connectivity here? Yeah, I'm going to do it like this so my face is not in the way. I think. Yeah. It just seems to be slow on picking this one up because this thing is still here. I think the moment it picks it up, we are going to be de-authenticated as well. So, or maybe I can try to reboot it probably.
Yeah.
What?
Please go ahead.
Because it's not picking up everything that it should. So I think after a reboot, everything will be fine. Why were we laughing on the reboot part?
That we learned last time that
Let me check here. We still have 4 minutes. So folks, if you want to join the battle while this is rebooting, this is the perfect time. 3 minutes now. It's an easy one. We should get like ton of treasure and yeah, I don't know what we're gonna get. I have no idea. So maybe during the boot up we will see new alerts. It still says 6 alerts. No bandits. Recent bandit contacts. First thing, let's see. No, this is from the previous
January.
Yes. Yeah, previous streaming when we configured this whole thing. I really like Enzyme. It really exceeded my expectations. I was expecting something very basic based on the like other blog posts that I read when it came out. But this bandit detection thing and all the alerting and it's fantastic. It's really, really amazing. Gizman is also great, but device found system.
High severity.
Monitor device. Oh, this is correct because it's like a bogus address that the Pineapple configures. So the details are kind of vague on this. Monitor device.
No, here are the details.
Oh yeah, okay. Pharma OUI, yeah. So this is when we look back, we will see that this is actually the Pineapple's interface, and it's just scrolling away. Awesome. So Ismet nailed it. This is a great alert. And then there's another one, lead beef. Yeah. This is probably not the brightest idea to.
It's like using
to set the
133.
There's a dead beef. That's much better. Dead beef is also cool. Lead dead beef. That's the best SSID, BSSID that you can configure. Now, okay, it's picking up everything as it should. So we should have the news displayed here. I don't have a warning. So cool. We have nice internet access. Yeah, perfect. So we have internet access. Not that we need it, but we do have the internet access. One thing is going to be problematic, but I'm trying to put this in full screen. So this one is something that I noticed on the user interface. Let me just disable my camera for a second so you can see it. So this is kind of annoying. The user interface does not resize correctly. And if I exit full screen, you see what's the problem? I cannot get to settings because it's not resizing it. So this is a smaller screen on the proper
different browser.
No, it's just it's for specific resolutions, and because this is a lower resolution screen than what you commonly have these days, and yeah, we should probably replace it eventually. It's not resizing the interface correctly. It's a UI bug. But yeah, I installed all the different modules here. So running a campaign, I need to also enable here I'm going to turn on our target access point. This is This is the target. Again, for those of you who haven't seen the previous streams, oh, my face is off. So this access point here is going to be our target. Oops. Which is just a TP link that I literally unwrapped for this purpose. We got this from a friend and they never actually used it. So I said, neat, I'll take it. I'm just going to take note of the default password for this. I'm not sure if we did that. Well, maybe we do have it in the PySniffer one. We don't. Then I'm going to write it here.
I can hold it and you can type.
Oh no, I can easily type it like this. Or and then that's it. Okay, it's very, very simple. This is numbers, so Hashcat is able to crack it in no time if you use the proper format even. Okay, let me see. I think we have everything set. This is booting up now. I'm gonna put this one here because later I wanna package it, and I need my phone. It's gonna be our victim device. So I'm going to use my phone here to connect to the access point, which is off screen now, but it's sitting right here. We're going to have Pineapple to do the SSID spoofing automatically for us. And I think that's all we need. I just need to check if my phone has this Wi-Fi configured. Okay, so under my networks, it's a known network. Let's see if I can associate to it. Looks good. And there's no, okay, yeah, there's no internet connectivity, so I don't know why I have the Wi-Fi symbol there, but cool. And let's switch now to the interface. So first thing that we didn't get last time, but now I do understand how it works, is the recon part for the Wi-Fi Pineapple. So and now we have 5G as well, so even better, or both, because we have the adapter there. So the recon phase is something that you can run for, and I didn't understand what was the purpose of running these for just a given interval. Here it doesn't make too much sense because it's kind of on ad hoc interface where you can do the scanning. You might want to do it for a longer duration than you do continuous. But in campaigns, you can configure a campaign, and we can actually attempt this one and run this periodically. So that would be like when you install these devices and you do like continuous assessment for your client, then it would turn on like every day. And then it would run for 30 seconds, look at the nearby access points and report like, hey, this is still something that I see. So you can do like snapshots or something like that. And you can just pre-configure it, or you can just go to a client side, click on the campaign enable button. It will run the campaign for you with all the configuration. And then you can repeat the same step over and over again as many times as needed. So with the campaign, it's more like a saved configuration that you can have. We'll try that one afterwards. But on the recon interface, there are some interesting features that I did not see just after watching the tutorial video from Darren Kitchen. Some of them are pretty eye candy. So start recon. We should see things appearing here. Channel distribution is just showing 2.4 gigs. That's not great. And also, okay, no, it does have the, and I think now we're just so it will take some time. I will let it run for a little bit. So why is it appearing like this? With one radio interface, we can only have a monitor mode one at a time. And I don't know why these are gray and why they're not showing up on the landscape part. So it's not perfect, but maybe it does some measurements still. So So with one radio interface, we can tune into one channel at a time. And when we do this kind of scanning, oh, by the way, I think this is very, very much an active thing with probe requests and stuff like that. But apparently there's nothing here. Are we still running? How about Kismet? Does it see something here? Pharma OUI. No client. MFP spoof. I'm not sure what this is. Business support management, frame protection. Ah, okay. That's what MFP stands for. Yeah, that's okay. This is a low alert would be, but it's not that noisy. I would expect this to be very, very noisy. So I'm not sure why we're not seeing here the results. Maybe we need to switch from 5 to, can I do it here? No. Okay, so this is still something that we need to discover. By the way, you can, once we have the scan finished, you can switch to the previous scan results. Yeah, I'm not sure, and but we do see here everything. So we do have all the devices connected, and I think they changed the interface ever since then. I think if you hover over, so this was, I think, before they added this column here. If you hover over the MAC address, it's still showing up. I think these are our smart plugs, so this is our network. These are the why is it just, oh no, I know what these are. These are the lights. The Elgato lights, and these are the smart plugs here. For some reason it's not seeing the other two smart plugs that are in different places. So we have here the discovery, and if we want to target a specific client, we can click on it. So with the clients here, it's not super interesting what you can do, but here on the access point, and this grouping is first line is the access point, and then we have the clients. So that's a very nice way of displaying it all in one place. And then we can add, well, this is not our target network though. Where is our target network? Can you see?
Can you
somewhere?
filter?
Yeah, I think we should have some sort of filtering. So TP link. Oops, sorry, that was a typo there. TPL. Come on.
Just TP, yeah.
Yeah, TP link. So this is our device. Let me maybe connect my phone there, so we can have a proper filter, and we're not going to accidentally attack anyone. What happened?
Yeah, I think that
You ruined my beautiful search.
no, I wanted to
filter.
get back to there.
TP, yeah.
I don't know why then.
It's okay. I was just joking.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, no. I think it's the probably the periodic scanning as it goes through. Now, before we do the filtering part, so there's the card view here, and this is admittedly for mobile devices. So this just makes it easier to operate on a mobile device, because you can connect wirelessly to a Pineapple, which I never felt safe enough to do. And this one here, my friends, this one is the Real Eye Candy. So under settings, there are some advanced options. We never tried to find the cartographic view, but we should have looked for it in the previous stream. It's under Recon.
Oh, we had bigger programs than that.
Yeah, we kind of spent almost the entire stream on just configuring, but hold on to your hats. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Where's my hat?
Boom. So Airgraph NG did this in the past, but this is excellent. Like, I don't know why is it keep. I'll stop the scan now.
What about the 3D version?
Yeah, there's also a 3D version. That's even better. But yeah. Wait for it. You're way ahead of us. But why this is interesting? First of all, you can drag it like this. Whee! Okay, enough. But you can identify visually the associations to an access point. So you're not gonna. But I think they did a fantastic job on even on the list side to identify it, because the last thing you want to do is target a network that is not in your scope. That's very, very, very bad. And pineapples are making it easier to do it. Yeah, you have to click on the 3D one. So yeah, there's also a 3D one. This is experimental, but I mean, this could be a screensaver or something like that. And you can also just drag these around. Look, yeah, amazing. I think this is just fantastic. And
I wonder how they justify the development cost.
Well, the only thing I'm missing here, and that would be awesome to have on the card.
Like fireworks, exactly.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's useful. Yeah, the 3D one, okay, it's probably more eye candy than useful. Here, the only thing I'm missing, and I might be just stupid, I don't know how to enable it if there's a way, and it's an experimental feature. Labels. I really would like to see the labels on this, but I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to be unsatisfied with this, because I think this is phenomenal. As a quick overview
on the word that you are searching for is unsatiable.
Yeah, but
I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah.
But this is awesome to have as a quick overview. This is also pretty nice. Now, if we go back to filtering, we should be able to now just no, not TL, TP. No one has TP links around here. So weird. I think we managed to stop it at a point. Okay, I'm going to then. Really, we didn't. Eventually, no, there it is. It's our TP link. I don't know why we didn't find it. The reason it's one device, but I'm using because I'm okay disclosing the SSIDs, but I don't want you to have my phone's actual MAC address. So I'm using the private Wi-Fi address feature on the iPhone, and it's still the iPhone. Currently, it's using this first one here. This was probably, I don't know why it used a different one. Maybe it was disconnected and then I reconnected it. So that's what you see here. Now, why do we care about this? This is would be the first phase. So the proper workflow with the Pineapple is you do the assessment here. Yeah, kinda. I probably would use other tools. I will try to make sure that we have time for the other tools as well, at least a couple. My preferred tool for scanning and discovery is actually the Acrylic Professional one. There's also the home version if you want to try it out. We'll fire it up afterwards. I wonder if we have anything on the IPS side. All silent on the IPS front, I would say. These are just the Pineapple things, but that's why it makes sense to run multiple tools, I think, because Kismet picked up immediately, but we're using the default one. So this one is configured on the Enterprise, I think. Yep, so that's the Enterprise Mac, the default one. And the other one is over here under Pine AP settings, probably using, the Evil VPA access point. So and this is great because when we run the assessment, we're going to change this one to something meaningful. Probably try to blend in as one of the devices, which we, I think we kind of have an idea what vendor we should use there, but it's not a certainty because that data might be outdated. I'm just saying that Wiggle
from both sources.
Wiggle can be
from both sources.
Both sources. You mean from the pictures or?
Yes.
Yeah. No. It's we're pretty confident on the device vendor, but no. But this is great because if Kismet has it, it's an open one. I mean, okay, I don't have illusions, but if they have something more, usually when they have a bigger vendor, they don't have something like Aruba or Airtight next to it. They usually have the access points also Aruba and Airtight. and they use that functionality. But this vendor also has some capabilities. So this is note to ourselves. I'm actually noting this. I'm making a screenshot even. Snipping tool. I should use another tool. Mode Windows snip. So folks, if you are ever about to do a Wi-Fi assessment, just keep in mind that with the Pineapple, if someone is running Kismet, they will catch you if you use the default. So never use the defaults. Kismet. And now that we know this, if they are not detecting the defaults, because we are going to test that one as well, that's going to be a find that they should be able to pick these ones up, because the free tool picks it up, so they should pick it up as well. All right, so this is awesome. That's why I wanted to run the attacks with the intrusion detection systems, because when we're on the other side, I want to avoid getting caught just because I'm lazy and I use the defaults. So so this is great. And then on the reconnaissance side, back to where we left off. So why do you think that these are gray like this for the 5 gig channels? Actually, not even the 5 gig one. Or
can you now
11 and
click on?
No, I think this is for the scanning part. That's weird. So the higher channels that are used by devices are grayed out for some reason.
No, I think that it's not global. Sure. You only manipulate one.
Yeah. This is not a Kibana interface. Yeah. Okay. So we have our TP link here, and if we click on this, we can do a couple actions. Look, your camera fits just perfectly on this position here. So we can add SSID to the Pineapple pool, add SSID to filter, add all clients to filter, deauthenticate all clients, capture WPA handshake, clone WPA to AP. So we can manually do the cloning here. If we add the SSID to the filter, then so SSID to the Pineapple pool is explicitly tell Pineapple to start spoofing this when we start up Pineapple, which we didn't do in the previous stream because I didn't really get like how the configuration works on this newer interface. Then add SSID to the filter is to add it to the allow or deny list. So it's not the same thing, because sometimes for example, you want to explicitly deny certain things. All clients to filter, again, this is for the allow deny list. And I do wonder what's going to happen if I try to deauth now the clients. So not sure how to do this. You have to believe to me that I get the authenticator or not on the phone. So I'm connected to that access point. I'm going to click on deauth all clients. I think it kicked off me immediately. So my phone still shows that it's I think we can try to show this on the overhead camera, because it's probably pretty repeatable. Just need to find the right angle. So let's see. So I think it's visible like this. Sorry about I just need the right angle. Oh, sorry, this is the lab access point again. This is the access point for I just need the proper angle for not having reflecting the lights here. And I'm going to click on deauth all clients again. Oof, it knocked it off. Then this is a very aggressive attack, so boom. Oh. Let me switch back. So we just went back to Enzyme, and yeah, this kind of deauth broadcast is very, very loud and aggressive. So yeah, we have a deauth flood. Oh, you remember when I updated the...
What's the other left?
Unknown SSID. Yeah, that's just a car that has a dash cam on it, I think. Based on the name. we're gonna see some of these networks as cars are passing by under our window. I see a bunch of these, so yeah. But this is the
Oh, nice. Possible false positives if your threshold is too low.
yeah. So you remember when I updated our lab access point, and I did a reboot, and then Enzyme was turned on, and I freaked out and I told you like, oh, I detected the deout one, and you're like, dummy, you just restarted.
No,
the...
I didn't say that. I just asked
yeah,
you if it may be
you
related.
just restarted the access
I
point?
asked you if it may be related.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely. So when the access point goes down because it goes into reboot, it will tell all the clients that, okay, you need to get off. Like this network is going down. Why Ismat is not detecting this though? No, there's nothing here in the alerts. We can do the type maybe.
Time, yeah.
A time, yeah, sorry. Wait, what is it ordered now? Reverse. So that was the first one.
Yeah, this is the decreasing
yeah, so
one.
this is the decreasing. Doesn't see anything on the deauth part. That's kind of weird.
It says
No,
AP
this is
impersonation.
no, this is still the probe thing. I didn't see the de-authentication. Maybe they don't have a signature.
Oh no,
for
there
this.
was some post. Well, what was it? You were over here and it said post. No, you see post.
I think to refresh the interface, but
Oh.
in the background. Oh, you think it's not running? No, it is running in the background. It's just for the refresh, I think,
Yeah.
this part here.
Detected new device. No. And
Yeah.
then I don't know.
Right, so deauth works pretty well on this. Let's add the SSID to our filter. And I'm not gonna add the clients to the filter now. Because yeah, it wouldn't make even sense for my iPhone because now it's probably even using, no, it's still using the previous, yeah, this one here. So if we want to relaunch the attack, oh, now it's already enabled. So Pineapple by default, it's going to be disabled. I'm going to click on disable. And there are different modes, predefined modes. The completely passive mode is just going to do SSID collection and logging the event. Now, I wonder where do we have the, I forgot where we had the events. Let me just put this one in full screen mode again. Was it under logging? Yeah. Okay, so we have the probe requests here, and there are also some system logs. It's probably more just for troubleshooting. So if we put it in passive mode, it will yeah, and I forgot
Oh,
to...
Security Weekly was raiding.
Oh, we're being raided? We're being raided?
Thank you, Security Weekly. How are you doing?
How's it going? We're just messing around still with pineapples, and we also have for everyone rating us, welcome to the Untitled Infosec channel. Let me walk you through very quickly what we're doing here. Last stream we finalized the setup for the pineapple, did some basic configuration, and started exploring the interface. Now we're launching an attack while running a virus intrusion detection system. It's do I have the, I don't have the other sensor here. I'll grab the sensor, not the sensor that we're running, but another sensor that we have here. So we have oh, thank you. Yeah, that would be a pretty expensive,
unfortunate, yeah,
grab if my phone went down. So we have a bunch of devices here. We have the pineapple running here, this one here with the 5 gig adapter. We're not sure what's going on with higher channel numbers, but on the recon side it kind of looks like RAID. We can show that one later. And we're running a sensor like this, but actually powered on. And that's a sensor that we configured in a previous stream with the help of Leonard, the creator of Greylog and the enzyme sensor. He jumped into the chat and helped us out. So we're pretty sure that at least the enzyme configuration is correct. Because he also gave us a handy little script to start up the monitor mode and things like that. It was fantastic. The reason why we're running this is because we don't want to get caught in our upcoming wireless assessment, and we're checking what a free Wi-Fi intrusion detection system can do for us to detect basic attacks. And we do see some changes that we need to make. Sorry, I'm just battling with my phone cable. How is it like? Yeah, like this. It's gonna be good. No, don't worry. I'm a professional. We also have a target access point here. So that's our test target. It's a TP-Link with the default configuration and default password. Here's the client in my hand. And yeah, that's it. So changing to the display that we have here. We did. Hello, Gergu. So we did the powering up of the Pineapple. So one thing for sure is that we need to change the defaults. This shows up as a new SSID. This is Enzyme, a free tool. And we did a de-authentication as a test just recently. So that shows up on Enzyme as a de-auth flood. Kismet is also running, so we have two. Where's the high severity one? I'm just going to order it
by severity.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the severity makes a lot more sense. So we have two Panda cards in our sensor. One is for Enzyme, the other one is for Kismet. So they're not sharing. Everyone has their separate little monitor mode adapter, and apparently Kismet has alerts for the default typical Pineapple BSIDs. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, it's just the MFP.
No, it's it's the management frame protection, lack of management frame. This is pretty noisy, so yeah, I would tune this one out because most networks do not have this. But it's picking up on the default enterprise BSSID that the Wi-Fi Pineapple has. So we are totally changing this value for the assessment for sure. And we are also changing this value here, the lead beef one, for our assessment, because this one is also being caught by Kismet. And I would expect that maybe other vendors, actual vendors with their commercial tools might also pick up on this. So this is all that we had so far. We also did a Try Hack Me room as a warm-up, just to have like the basics of the terminology covered. So you missed that part. Hopefully you know the terminology. If you don't, just ask it in the chat, because we at this point we kind of expect that it's something that everyone understands, and we speak that common language. Okay. So I added to the filter, deny nobody, right? And then I want to allow just this. So we have, we're just configuring the attack now. This says that on the Pineapple side, we're only going to allow this SSID to be spoofed. That's our TP-Link. And we're going to deny nobody, which means everyone can connect. I have to do this configuration because otherwise my phone, which has the private Wi-Fi address feature, it's an iPhone, enabled, wouldn't be able to connect because I have no way to predict what's going to be the address that it's going to use. Although I could add the previous one, and with a high chance this would work. Hopefully no one will attempt to connect to this access point while we're running the attack. Because
during the engagement.
No, right now while we do the stream. No, during the engagement, we will have devices that are potentially we can add to the client filter, hopefully. Here, yeah, but the SSID filter should be good enough. Plus, we can also, in the SSID pool, add the SSID that we want to spoof for sure. Maybe I will do that one as well. So you can also do that on the Recon side, or I can just copy paste it here. But if we go back to our TP link and select it, I can also add this to the SSID pool. Otherwise, it's going to be dynamic. So in certain cases, if we target an access point, then I would add it to the pool, and then maybe to the filter just to be sure. If we want to target clients though, then adding something to the SSID filter might not be desirable, or adding it to the pool might not be desirable, because we really want to go after a client, which is kind of uncommon, I think, in engagements. So yeah, most often we would have a similar configuration to this one, maybe adding clients to the pool, and then just add the filters for the client SSIDs that they have. But if you want to like go after the preferred network list on a client device, which is your saved network list, and want to make sure that the client is connecting to us, like if you attack maybe I'm not sure what would be the good use case for this one really. That would be really to go after maybe a laptop or something like that. So we would like to have the laptop connecting to us and reach the internet, and then we would need the laptop's address, making sure that the laptop belongs to our client, of course, and then we could launch additional network-based attacks against that client. So that would be a good use case probably. Okay, so I think we have everything configured here. So here's the SSID to the pool. I could add additional ones if I want to, or remove this, or clear the whole thing. And then we can switch either to passive or active mode. Active mode will run the attack already, and the advanced is just kind of cherry picking what we want to have and do some more configuration on like what should be the target MAC, the source MAC, which parts do we want to enable, do we want to order start this, what do we want to configure, just beacon responses, broadcast. So these settings that you have here, just more fine-tuned. I'm just going to say let's do the active mode, and I'm going to disable my Wi-Fi because I want to see, yeah, we're going to have the clients connected. So currently nothing is connected to this access point, but we are running full SSIDs in pool 2. That's, there's nothing there, I think. And then, well, we can do the nothing, but it doesn't sound super cool. So, I'm just going to add this one. I don't want to have, because maybe, I don't know, maybe someone has like a blank SSID name. By the way, that's pro tip, that's a valid it's a valid SSID, or a space. I think it was probably a space like this. I think totally empty is not valid, but you can have like space or underscore. Private with the unicorn. Private all caps, that's also a great one. Or hidden all caps, or hidden all caps between invalid angle brackets. Invalid. Well, no, but yeah, you want to mimic what the attacker tools will display for a hidden SSID, and I think Aerodom Penji, we can check that one. I don't know if we have any hidden SSIDs nearby, but I think it does hidden all caps in angle brackets. So you can set that one in SSID name, and they will never find out your SSID name. Pro tip. Okay, let's try to putting, I don't know, a semicolon or a comma in your password. Already caught my device while I was reconfiguring things. I'm gonna kick this client. This was my phone. I couldn't get this one fast enough, I think. So let me disable. I already have it disabled. Let me enable this. So we have this one in the pool connected. I think it just takes time to refresh this, but eventually I should have the phone connected to this one. Then we'll see it under clients. Oh, we need to, I think it was disabled. I don't know. I'm going to click on save again, put it in active mode maybe. Sure. Okay. Disabling Wi-Fi, re-enabling it. I was catching it just a second ago. So allowing everything here. No clients connected. It was working
yeah, but it was with the double port, with the space or empty line. Or...
Yeah, but I don't think it was. So we can wait around. I'm gonna disable it and maybe re-enable it. Be sure. You can either wait around or I think when we do the dealt and kick off the client from the actual access point. Now, well, SSID is in the pool. Why is it adding the blank one? This is not what I want to do.
I think that's something maybe.
Oh, the
with
pool collection
this,
is maybe just done automatically, but
no, you don't
the filtering will prevent
related?
will prevent us to attack anything else. Yeah, I think this is all automatic. Well then, let's beef it up. I'm going to again turn off and turn back on my phone. Okay, now it's taking longer. I think this is now the karma attack. Give me a client, maybe. Connecting to the enterprise one. Oh, that might have been your phone then. Do you still have the in the SSID list the enterprise one, the preferred network list? No, this is not in your preferred network list anymore. Not sure what was that. Could be my laptop, I don't know. We tested it with multiple devices. It's not grabbing my client. But it says, wait, where am I connected? Let me try to browse something.
Oh, client connected.
Yeah, it's, I don't know why is it not showing up properly, but now I'm connected through the Wi-Fi Pineapple and I do have internet connectivity. So let me see if I can, I think Signal is kind of picky on it, or Twitter is super picky on network connectivity. So no, I'm not sure if it's correctly connected to, what is the, no. I'm gonna disable it again and let's retry it again. Gonna kick this one off as well. So should I try to, I'm going to try to add the client MAC filters as well. For the SSID pool, it should start off. Okay, this one I will remove. SSID is be written. Yeah, this is like a blank one. I don't know why it's using a blank one. Clear. Add. Okay, this is what we're going to have. What was this? Okay, this is just kicking off the client. Putting it in active mode. Saving it. Should start the attack. What if?
Now there is another SSID.
This looks like a random one.
Yes, definitely.
I think that's a bug. Remove. Okay, turning off my Wi-Fi on the phone. Turning it back on. Trying to associate.
And you wanted to?
Go again?
You wanted to, I don't know, go to Twitter or?
No, no, this one says no internet connection. I think the Pineapple should provide me internet connectivity if I'm connected. No. I wanna maybe de-auth the client and see if that helps. But the Pineapple should, I think because we're close proximity, this might prevent me. I might place the access point a bit further away. That could help. Or the authentication might help. TP. Link. Let's kick off all the clients. Do you see that? Yeah, de-auth all clients. Exit status 1. Maybe the scanner needs to be running for this. No, we were able to do this without running the scanner. That's weird. I think something is flaky here. Maybe I need to disable it in order to be able to do that. Okay, TP link connected. No internet connection. Recon. TP. Selecting it. De-auth all clients. Exit status no. I'm going to reboot this.
Okay.
Anyway, we can use that time to do the Stream Raider one.
Oh, take your time.
So let's put a curse on these things here and start the battle. So not sure what's going on with the Pineapple, but in the meantime, I'm also going to take the access point and place it a bit further away so that the WiFi Pineapple has a better signal to noise ratio. I cannot put it extremely far because our lab is kind of small, but it's gonna be a couple of meters at least. And we got defeated? Really? Horrible. Okay, open salvage chest. Well, at least we have this is a bad pick. We're going to start a new map and try it again. I know we have retry tokens, but yeah, let's try to defeat the initial enemy set and then move on straight. I think that one worked last time. And let's see if the Pineapple rebooted just on time. Today is maybe just defeats and no success. Okay, clients connected, SSIDs collected. So we still have the SSID here. We have filtering. Not sure this filtering is good, so I'm gonna clear this one. This is allow list. This is deny. Yeah, no, this is cool. Deny list, allow list.
No.
Other way around. Sorry.
Allow list.
So yeah, deny list, allow list. This is good. I just swapped it over to deny for I don't know what reason. Total SSIDs in pool, just one. Okay. Fresh rebooted. So let's save this. I wonder what's going on the alert side. Unknown SSID. Why is it unknown? Bandit. So it does start the spoofing, and we have a nice alert on the bandit activity. Is this the right one? Yeah, TP
yes.
link. So it's detecting the pineapple attack properly. And yeah, also Kismet is detecting it. So Enzyme is detecting it, and Kismet also seems to have alerts. Oh no, these are the same alerts for the Mac spoof. No, it does say that it's spoofing the changed beacon rate 11 to 10, which may indicate spoofing. Ah, that's cool. So they do have some detection capability on this kind of thing as well. Beacon rate change. That's interesting. But I still don't really get like why my device is not getting picked up. I want to connect it. So I moved the access point over there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hoping that the signal to noise ratio will be better for the pineapple. Could it be because it's an encrypted network? But I don't think we need to know the correct key for this, right? I think I'm not getting one aspect of this. Come on. No. Still not happy. Okay, the only thing I can think of is clearing this one out. We start collecting the things in the SSID pool. And then this filter is there. What am I missing here? Okay, let's take a step back. How about we're not trying any active attacks? So I'm going to first disable this.
Can we please go back to the filtering so we
Yeah.
can be sure? And if you remove that, what happens?
Yeah, I want to remove it now. I want to clear this one and just look at collecting SSIDs first. So just run the passive mode, nothing active. How's that sound?
Let's give it a try.
So this should start populating the SSID pool. Turning on my phone, go straight to the TP-Link. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right now because that's exactly what is on the tutorial video even. So this management access point and the open one is nothing. Yeah, this one's still missing our country, so we just said the previous country we were located in, and then it's not disabled, not hidden, but this one is not even important for us, as far as I can tell. It's just an SSID that is here listening, but nothing is in the SSID pool. I don't need to have the scan enabled, right?
I was wondering about it, but we
Why
had
would
it.
you... Yeah.
We had it.
No, we do have the... You do need to enable the... But why? I mean, it would be... Okay, I'm gonna disable it now.
Yeah, but we still don't see the TP-Link.
Yeah, well, probably because... because it just takes some time to have it in the beacon interval. So okay, now we're seeing those. How about I go back now and filter for the TP-Link one. So I think you need to have the scanning running. Where's the TP-Link one? And why is the scan? Okay, it does stop the scan from disabling it, but it doesn't start it up. So you have to go here, start up the scan, and now the graph is also good. So kinda, no, now it's not, and it's marked
out of range. No,
I'm not sure what's out of range. You think that's the?
I'm not sure if the two graphs are related.
Okay, so but how can you add something to the pool like this? Okay, you have to click on it quickly. So I want to do it to
add to Pineapple
filter and then pool. Well, the pool is kind of something that I would leave as empty, or I want to remove this from the pool. I wanted to pick it up dynamically for some reason. Don't ask me why. So I'm going to I'm not going to click on disable, because if I just test it out, let's test it out. Okay, chat, let's test it out. I'm gonna click disable here. I'm going to go back to recon, and it turns off the scan. But if I put it in active mode, again, Darren Kitchen, cut some slack to a fellow pen tester. Seriously, why is it not starting off the interface in active mode or passive? Oh no, I clicked on active mode. I don't want to do that. No.
I think it's not bad because you know that I think it's more important.
Okay, disabled it. Wait. So yeah, this is disabled. Yeah, no, okay, well, it was good for this case actually, because I accidentally clicked and yeah, it's not turning it on.
Fail open or fail close.
Okay, yeah, it fails close, that's for sure. So
which is the safer?
No, wait, I think it doesn't, because now it says total SSIDs, or maybe it's just the empty one, which is not a valid one. So now it's in passive mode. Pineapple is in passive mode, but the scanning is not enabled, and we're not collecting anything. Okay, just on the filtering side. So I want to put allow.
Yeah, with the menu you put it.
And then deny. This is good, right? We're only going to do the attack on this. It's running in passive mode, so I can go back here. Yeah, but why is there no like a
warning?
Why do I have to go to the other interface? But we figured it out.
No, I would just like to have a warning that
or something. Yeah, like hey dummy, it's not running. Yeah, like.
But I agree.
Okay.
With not
turning it on. Yeah, I can see that. I can see. Chat, what do you think? Is this a good feature that we just wasted?
No,
like, I don't know.
If it's a
15 minutes of
UX.
our time or 30.
If it's a good UX.
If it's a good yeah. So do you like the feature this way? Do you think the UX or user interface design should be changed? Should we have a button here? Do you think in passive or active mode should it start off the interface in proper monitor mode? So what do you think? My personal opinion is that we should have like a button or a flip or something like that. Do we see it? It's here.
It's there.
Okay. So it's running in passive mode.
With all our
if I'm now turning off my radio, I'm getting there as a new client. Okay, I'm the new client here. Hey, I'm looking for an access point, and now it's connected to the actual access point here. Right? I need to wait until it realizes that it doesn't have internet connectivity. At least I hope that's gonna be the case. Okay, my iPhone is dumb. It's not recognizing that it doesn't have internet connectivity, but it doesn't, like, I cannot go out on the internet. Okay, flip it to active mode, right? Flipping it to active mode with the filter there, I shouldn't see anyone popping up. Still have the filter on, right? Allow list. We're playing with fire here. I'm going to disable my phone. I'm sitting next to the pineapple, enabling. Now I have two networks here, and I'm kind of just thinking. I jumped on the lab one. But I think now the pineapple is probably interfering. Okay, how about now? This is not going for that network. So, just testing. This is still, why is the scanning off?
Because you switched over to active.
Seriously? Even the active mode switch. So whenever we make any changes on the Pineapple EP, it shuts down monitor mode. I'm not sure this is a feature at this point.
We have that started recon scan pop up. You saw that?
No, I didn't see it.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, that's...
It's in continuous. Both?
I'm not sure if
it's running?
If it is supposed to...
Is it supposed to do this?
Yeah, I don't think, because it's disabled again.
What is going on?
I'm not sure if it was meant to
operate. I mean,
like
at this point, I learned something, and then I might go back to the Nano. That one was working better. I learned that much. But passive mode does now it's just dead. The whole thing is dead. Okay.
Really?
I mean, do you have a better idea?
No.
So scanning is kinda dying on us. Everything is just dying on us. I think rebooting it is probably our best option. We don't have stream raiders ready for it. We can look at Infosec memes instead. No, I think this is now really just
giving it up.
Start a recon scan. Now
that was the...
Now you're starting recon.
But
yeah, I know.
Turned off.
Yeah, no, this is a joke. Let's reboot it. Okay, in the meantime, what did we pick up on all this? So bandit contact. On trying to do these, yeah. Oh, this is a new alert. This for enterprise. So this is the SSID open. Advertise conflicting information. May indicate AP spoofing impersonation. I'm not sure why is it alerting on the Pineapple's open radio, but
do you want to order them by date, by time, or it's
time?
You want the severity one?
It doesn't matter really. I think we started firing up the attacks somewhere around here. It looks good, but I'm not sure what. So the X5 equipment can be sometimes unreliable, which is not exactly what I would like to have in an engagement.
Yeah. Yeah.
What it doesn't work is probably the better. How are we doing with stream readers? We still have 13 minutes if you want to join. This is an easy battle. We should be able to defeat all these rats here. Come on, Pineapple. You don't have all day. Boot up. So far, only the passive mode worked, sort of. Which is, okay, it's collecting a pool of SSIDs, but that's kind of not sufficient for running the handshakes and all that.
It's blue.
Yeah, I think it should already like bring up the, there it is. There it is. Next time we have to reboot, I will show some other tools instead. Like this is okay, now it's in active mode immediately.
What about the scanning?
You mean on the recon?
Yeah, so it's disabled.
I would imagine it has to be disabled. Like it's a different attack mode, so I think it's just, I don't know, like not running correctly.
Should I clear the SSID pool? Or let's keep it.
We can keep it like this. There's the filter. It shouldn't try to pick up any of those. I turn off my my phone and try to associate to it. And try to join it, the Wi-Fi with this laptop. Yeah. Can you type in the password? Let me just try to find it. It's this one here. Let me zoom in. So we have a laptop next to us. We're going to attempt to use that one as well. And then hope that it might get picked up. Let me just check the... So we do have our target access point in the list. Is this running still? Yeah, let's clear this for starters. I don't think it's running. I'm gonna do this again. It's connected and there's no internet. That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How about now? How about now? Recon thing should start. Okay, it says start a recon attack. At least the alert was saying that. Okay, something is happening. The UX is flaky, I think. So the the more I change back and forth, the more it changes. But it's not running actively. I don't know. But this is running. I think you need to enable it on the recon side for some reason, the interface. Okay, let's try to do some connections there. Can you disconnect and connect again? We have it on the SSID pool as well. Back and forth. Clients, no clients. This looks like an empty filter list for some reason, which I'm not. No, it's not. I think this is not stable.
What we
No.
would hope for.
No, not even close. Like it seems like that just running the attack is overwhelming for the device.
I managed to connect.
Okay. Now everything seems to be just like
Empty.
yeah, empty, which is not. It's not the case. You know what? I have an idea. I'm going to disconnect
D5.
the extra adapter, so it's not drawing a power. It's probably not even affecting that much the device performance. But what am I supposed to do? It's unresponsive now. Okay. That's very interesting. I'm going to do another reboot. Okay, in the meantime, while this is dying, couple things that are a bit more reliable and more interesting. So I'm going to plug in. This is on Windows. I'm going to plug in this adapter that I have lying around, which is the Alpha 1900. And we're going to show you some real devices that actually work, overhead camera. But we're still going to let the Pineapple take its snap or whatever it needs to recover. And I have probably a pop-up. Yep, I'm going to connect it to the host. So we have the Greylog and the Kali VMs running. And this one, I'm not sure if the LED is going to light up. I think it's only when it gets power. But we have this device here. And normally on the interface list on my laptop, I should see another... No, it's not showing. It's not showing. I'm gonna try to pass it on again. Connect to the host. Excuse me. I mean, this is a mess. Today, like nothing works. So I'm just waiting on my laptop to see the interface popping up. Oops, wrong icon. But for some reason it doesn't. What a joke. Today is not my day. Okay, let's do the connection again. But it could be just a virtualization. Well, then we can try to connect it to the VM instead. So that should work.
Would you like me to?
I just don't like doing it, but yeah, let's connect it to the Kali. And I think we will need the drivers for this. Probably not this one here. I'm going to connect it to the other USB hub that I have. But why is it not picked up by the host? I mean, this should be easy peasy and get picked up by the host system. You see the device here? Yeah, this is the Realtek. So connect to the host. Not showing up here as the second interface. Amazing. You see the Realtek one? Oh, this is a colossal failure. I think it's because of the VMs running. Now VMware is not passing it back on properly to the host. And at a certain point, it stopped even requesting where we want to connect it. I'm going to disconnect it for a while. Try to connect it back on. Okay, host. Let's give it a try, yeah. Just one last time. I'm probably going to switch to the display so you can see our struggle. No, but that's the wrong place. It should be connected to the host. Yeah, then connect it here. Is it dash all or right dash all? Okay, this one requires driver installation, but we can do it with the aircrack drivers, I think.
Oh, that's the rebooting.
No, it's I don't think it is. It's just okay. So the driver installation will have to wait because the Pineapple decided to reboot. The tools actually that I wanted to show you before we dive into this one. So Acrylic has a set of awesome tools.
You restarted it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to pass it back on to the host one last time. Maybe Acrylic will pick it up. So Acrylic has a Wi-Fi sniffer, and normally under Windows, sniffing for the Wi-Fi's is a bit more challenging. Now, for some reason, my system is not picking up my my wireless adapter, but it picked up the built-in interface, and they have a driver for some of the most supported cards, and you can run assessments with their tools under Windows as well, which I think is pretty cool because then you don't need to mess around with a VM. I know it picked it up. It's just Windows is not able to recognize it, but they have an awesome driver for this card. Why are you trying to pass it on again? Like, no, this one stays with my host now. Yeah, for some reason it's still not seeing it. Maybe it's because I'm connected, but I don't want to disconnect. And they have the Acrylic Wi-Fi Professional, for example, which is a great tool. Sorry, this is just UAC coming in. So those are the blinks that you have. This is paid software, but I think they have a pretty reasonable price. The heat mapper tool though is really professional grade, and yeah, that's more expensive. That's pretty expensive. But the professional one is quite affordable, and you can place the card into monitor mode. And I'm just looking at the splash screen on the other side. Ah, you can see also the splash screen here. Sorry. It's just starting up, and this is a good example for some of the Wi-Fi assessment tools. I just like the Acrylic one. Insider is also pretty good. I don't think we'll have time to do more in the Kali box, so I'm going to shut it down to save some resources. Maybe this will help Acrylic to start up faster. Or nothing will work today for me because it's one of those days. On the Raspberry Pi we don't need much, so I think I'm also just going to exit from here. Okay, finally starting up. Slower than ever though. I think streaming really has a pretty big impact on my system performance. By default, I think it should start up almost immediately. I'm just going to change the interface from my built-in one to this one, and you can run the scanning without putting the card into monitor mode, but this card is supported. Say previous, no. Oh, so something is running already in the background. It's just not able to populate the interface, I think, because system performance is affected. Yeah, eventually I might have to kill this one off. Didn't expect that this will eat up so much so much memory and processing power. Okay, while that's dying, let's put the curse here and start the battle. We have wow, that little helper of mine was killed almost instantly.
And it wasn't you who killed him?
No, it was
because
some
the
of the
other things were
monsters.
not even
But I'm
killed.
dying as well. So okay, I think Stream Raiders was quite enough for today. We got defeated multiple times. This one is not working. I think this one eats up just way too much resources. Okay, when I'm not streaming, this works quite well. I think we need to eventually invest in a streaming system, because running everything on one device doesn't seem to work well. But it's a kind of a similar view that we had here under Recon, but it also gives you the graph view and all that. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't want to start up today.
What we can do for next time?
Yeah, probably next time we will just do that and not having like anything.
No, we will do it before.
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll
it,
show that.
Oh, client connected.
Yeah, but what is that?
Connected time 3.5 minutes ago.
So is let me check. I think it's my phone. We saw this one, and that's the only device. But is
connected,
it the?
Yeah, the TP link.
It's one of them, but
yeah. Okay, so but then why one?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel too controlled. Well, the other one can be connected to the. Now my question is this running now? I'm gonna also close Stream Raiders, or now it should be.
Something. Yeah, a handshake was
captured. Okay, that's definitely my phone, because now it's just trying to connect. Yeah, I just tried this, so it's running, apparently. Which is kind of what I expect to see. Did you try to reconnect?
Should I?
Yeah, can you try that one? Because I think it's my phone. And then
okay, then I click connect.
Yeah, go ahead. We should see another client getting connected. Yeah. So that was the laptop. But when we start the attack, the whole thing just dies, or we need to be patient. And why is just one client showing up when we had 2 clients? Now it's 0 clients connected. Because these actively connected ones, or?
Because I'm still connecting. For me, it's still checking network requirements.
Okay. So we should have now another pop-up, because I just did the connection again.
Okay, now I'm connected.
Yeah, but probably to the access point. Maybe my phone is also connected to the access point now. Or maybe after a handshake. I don't know. So the attack was successful.
Something happened.
Yeah, something happened.
If you click on the handshakes.
But it doesn't. Oh yeah, sure. I think we find it under access.
Yeah, it was there.
Oh, you have it under Recon as well.
Yeah.
There's another way to get there as well. Yeah, these are the. That's the phone.
Those are
and
two methods.
Yeah, no, it's we see it twice because there's a few.
No, but I mean that
this is the phone, I think. Yeah, that's the phone, and that's probably the laptop. So I wish I could say that this is how you do it, but I'm not sure what went on.
No, you can't just put it in. Yeah.
And it is still running. So after reboot, it went back to active mode. So I think we need to experiment a bit more with this because it doesn't seem to be very reliable. Now, while this was happening, anything new on enzyme, maybe? So I think after there's bandit contact, but it was quite some time ago. So I think after a while, Enzyme has a threshold, how many alerts it will display, and I think it did not display anything new. Let's just check the system health. So this should be still fine. And this is ordered by time. So the Kismet one keeps on alerting, but yeah, this is not based on the OUI, but probe response from OUI. No, this is based on the OUI, but we saw alerts that were not based on this, right? Or wasn't it? We can change the access points SSID. So if I just do 1-1 instead, this should break the signature, right? That's first damage. Come on, pineapples are yummy. This is kind of annoying that you need to change it. Like, what for? So I changed 0-0 to 1-1. What? That was something. This was the broadcast deauthentication, so it's still running the karma attack, I think. Trying to do the handshake again. Wonder if it's getting picked up. Can you go back to the pineapple?
It's that.
Well, the LED is off, but then how can we navigate
At
on
the
this?
interface, yeah. Awkward.
It is very strange. So let me show you this one. The LED of the pineapple is totally off. Maybe it's stealth mode for the active attack. I'm not sure, but this is off. And at this point, I'm not sure if it's really running the attack anymore. Can I clear this whole thing? Can I clear the SSID pool? Okay, filter is still on. Can I switch to passive mode here? So it's just that couldn't start Pine AP because it's already running. Okay, let me disable it. How's that? Okay, I'm gonna put it directly into active mode because YOLO. Okay. Full collection, something.
What about the scan?
You think that we need
I
to
don't
go
know.
back and do the scan again?
If you go back now.
And even previous scans are cleared off.
Okay, so no SSID.
This works.
And if you go back now?
This makes zero sense. It doesn't. It doesn't seem to be not predictable. But what's the word? It doesn't seem to be
Arbitrary.
Yeah, it seems kind of arbitrary. When do we need to go back and enable it, and when this requires us to turn it back on? I'm not sure. So, but it kind of worked dynamically after adding the filter, doing some reboots. Now I just wish that the handshakes could be captured. Can you try again with the laptop maybe? Kind of feels like that was more reliable than my phone. I think it doesn't do anything.
No, give it some.
This one keeps just alerting and alerting. Hasn't been seen for 60 seconds. Ah, there's an alert for that? That's weird. No, I don't feel that this is it's still collecting.
But we have 2 handshake
Yeah,
capture.
but that's for the previous
You
run.
sure?
Yeah, absolutely. We can check it, so you can go access points, view handshakes. This is still the same thing. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, how about disable, clear, go here. So this will already enable it. Maybe I will just use the advanced one. We never tried this one. I'm gonna, turn on everything and then boom, like let's give it a try. I don't know. At this point.
And if you go back now, is it scanning?
Probably not. So we can also try to just downgrade this to a previous version. I kind of feel like that might be required
because you watched the video and it worked.
Yeah, that one was with 0.0, so 1.00, but we'll lose the eye candy features. I'm just kidding.
At this point,
I don't care. I don't really don't care
I'm
about
willing
it.
to sacrifice that.
Because it doesn't seem to be reliable. So yeah, I think we will have to downgrade it and try it later, because the passive part does seem to work. But I don't know why the LED is off. Kind of weird. Normally it should be solid blue for firmware booted up. And we only managed to capture the handshake once, and we keep trying.
Can
to
it
the
be a
laptop
feature
that
you only capture it
I don't know.
once?
I'm not sure. I can get rid of the handshakes. Do you want me to clear the handshakes? Let's clear the handshakes. Yeah.
I think you can just delete. Oh, you want to delete from here?
No, I have to delete it. Like I don't think we can delete it. Like on the
there was some red
interface. Oh no,
button.
there is
Yeah.
remove. Okay, remove. But we can also double check that under root. You cannot see it from like It's under root handshakes, because it is a directory. I know. Yeah, there's nothing. So because I changed it from after the last stream when we learned that it puts it under temp.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, this doesn't work. I'm just gonna reboot it. Angry reboot, and then you've lost everything.
Okay, so now I should.
You want to try it now? Wait, is the pool does contain the? Yeah, it does have it. So yeah, I'm also going to try it. I did notice something on Darren Kitchen's tutorial videos. When he turns on Pineapple and clients connect, I think there was an edit in the video. So Darren, did it work on the first try? Did it work?
Yes.
Because we're trying real hard here with two absolutely idiotic clients who would just go to the target, and it doesn't pick up the client connection. I mean, I would say this can be expected because whole thing is just too close. But if I'm
But we
targeting
managed
a
to
client, and we managed to
grab
do
it
it once, and we're sitting next to the pineapple. The access point is further away. Probably this is not sufficiently far away, but this should be more than enough. I can go out and try to plug in the access point so it's even further away. Should I try to like plug it there?
Maybe next time, yeah.
Okay. So we captured the handshakes. We could have cracked them once, but I wouldn't say that this is very, very reliable. We're going to finish it here for today. We did see though some interesting things. So the attack eventually kind of worked. We still need to figure out what's going on. I'll try to downgrade the device and see if it works more reliably on a different version. This one is fairly recent, but it was after a major or minor-ish release. Anyway, we can always experiment, and I think it's a good reminder for me to keep around the older firmwares, maybe for a downgrade. But as you can see, it's still collecting the SSIDs in the pool. It's just that the clients are not connected. Yeah, I'm just thinking maybe bringing out the access point will help. But the other thing worth noting is the fact that with the default settings, the intrusion detection systems will pick it up. And I think we've been running this for a while, just with a different SSID, so it doesn't match at least the Kismet signature. So that could be something that helps, but I think Enzyme with its detection method would still pick it up when it runs the Karma attack, which it kind of fails to do for most of the time, but it sort of works. Sort of, yeah. I think in another stream this week we might attempt this one maybe one more time, or just go with other tools, because this doesn't seem to be that reliable. You can, so this is the idea is to automate the whole thing, but you can do this also manually. And one way to do this was that really like you do the reconnaissance with the tool, and then you can actually just change the SSID names around, and de-authenticate clients are here. So we could have changed these ones here and the enterprise one to our target, and then wait for clients to associate to us. I'm also thinking about maybe there's some protection mechanism in place, but we reached the end of the stream now. So two things. We're not going to attempt Faith again and try to do stream raiders. So I'm not even didn't even start the battle. I'm just wondering if we can raid someone. Usually Tiberius should be up by now. Pyro officials, so we need to decide, do we want to see someone who, because I don't see anyone here. Savitar is good, he's really good, but he's doing it in Spanish. So from my list, I'm thinking whether we should pick Ulistrador. She's really good, does game development, or we can pick up someone who is repairing video cards. Probably the video card one is a bit more closer to today's stream, but I also really like Illustrator. Which one would you pick?
The video card.
The video cards, okay. So we're going to raid Pyro Official. There's also Tech Cemetery if you're interested in this kind of streaming. They both repair video cards. And then we'll see if tomorrow will continue, or maybe Thursday. Wednesday we will have the stream according to the normal schedule. And Wednesday we're definitely not going to mess around with Wi-Fi stuff, but instead we're going to do the Active Directory related practicing. I would like to check out at least one of the rooms mentioned in the Throwback Lab. The Kerberos one looks fairly short, so we should be able to finish it hopefully in a stream. and then we'll see if we have something else to pick up from other rooms. But that was all for today. I think it's like partial success because towards the end we managed to run the attack once. We just need to make it more reliable, and we also figured out that we need to change the default settings, so easy and simple alerts will not be popping up on an intrusion detection system if we fire up this tool. Thank you for sticking around, and I'm going to start the raid after this. See you either tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.